Hello guys, and welcome to Red Alert 2. It's been a long time coming, but now I'm finally ready to start the next chapter in the Command & Conquer franchise.
Encryption code required. You have 30 seconds to comply.
I can think of no better way to begin my Red Alert 2 playthrough than with the incredible installation sequence. It's one aspect of gaming history that's probably gone forever, but I have very fond memories of similar intros from games like Age of Empires and Tiberian Sun.
Security clearance complete. Customize combat software, Commander.
Red Alert though takes it to a whole nother level, and I think it does a perfect job of setting the tone and getting you pumped for what's about to come, and my god, that music. I'll probably let this whole intro play out in full because it gives me time to talk about what's taken us up to this point.
Combat software fully customized. Proceed to Military Intelligence Emergency Briefing.
So this time last year I began playing through the remasters for the classic Command & Conquer titles, Tiberian Dawn and Red Alert. Over the winter I played Tiberian Sun and Firestorm as my first foray into the second generation of Command & Conquer titles, not to mention playing Renegade to complete the first Tiberian War experience. Once you factor in some of the custom levels I've played on the channel, I think I have upwards of 300 unique Command & Conquer videos.
In 1946, Albert Einstein used his chronosphere device to go back in time and forever alter history. Einstein's good intentions, however, upset the delicate balance of world powers, allowing Joseph Stalin to lead communist Russia in a major invasion of Europe. Initially, the Soviet invasion was successful, and soon it appeared that the British would be the last free people in Europe. But the European allies rallied, eventually smashing the communist war machine. With Stalin's defeat, this man, Alexander Romanov, came to power with the blessing of Allied commanders. Although an aristocrat and a member of the Communist Party, Romanov was an advocate of peace. Current satellite intelligence indicates that Romanov may not be acting in good faith. Soviet warships have been spotted moving at high speed into the Atlantic. This man, known only as Yuri, may be responsible for shutting down our entire covert intelligence network in the Soviet Union. Ever since Yuri became Romanov's chief advisor, relations with the Soviet Union have deteriorated. Our in-country agents are missing. Some have been seen collaborating with KGB operatives. We need to prepare for the worst, Commander. War with the Soviets. The following are technical specs on current battlefield weapon systems. Observe carefully, Commander. You may have to command these units in combat.
It was never my intention to leave such a long gap before jumping into Red Alert 2, but life is a way of conspiring against you. Nevertheless, I'm here now and excited to begin for what for me is going to be a blind let's play of the game, having never had the opportunity to play it myself in the past. I'm going to try and expand on some of the ideas I incorporated into my Tiberian Sun videos, as well as take on board some of the common criticisms. I'll have a lot to learn, however, and I'm hoping you guys can keep me informed in the comments on what the best strategies and tactics I can use to complete the game are. In the past, I've played through the games in chronological order, creating playlists that differ from a lot of others out there. Not being familiar with Red Alert 2, that isn't really an option for me this time round, but I'll still try to address that aspect of the game as I'm experiencing it. It's been a fair few months since I've recorded anything, so I'm going to be a little bit rusty in my commentary, but hopefully I can get back into the swing of things quick. And on a similar note, I'm probably going to need to tweak some sound levels early on, so any comments you leave me I appreciate, and we can try and sort that. As is the case in Tiberian Sun, upping the resolution in this game just makes everything smaller, so I'm going to play at 720. I've done a quick test run in Skirmish, and I think I've got the settings set correctly, but you guys can let me know on that. I think that covers just about everything, guys, so I'm going to let the rest of this intro play out, but I'll leave a timestamp in the video if you want to skip forwards to the mission.
Good morning, Commander, and welcome to basic training. There's a war on, so we have to make this a crash course. In front of you is your battlefield control interface. With this interface, you can command any soldier on the field. Let's begin with the new recruit you see in the center of your screen. Move him away from his barracks and out into the field. Left-click on the soldier to select him. Then, left-click on empty ground to move him to that location. Try not to get him killed on the way to the shooting range.
Long overdue is about the only way I can introduce this series. It's been something I've been talking about playing for, well, best part of a year now almost.
Now that you've mastered the difficult task of commanding a single soldier, try ordering around a squad. First, select all of the men by left-clicking and holding down the mouse button. In this mode, you can drag a selection box around all of your men. Select all of the soldiers at once and order them east to the bridge.
Let's do it. But first, what's going on up here? Look at this thing. It's teleporting around. The Harvester Chrono Miner. Okay, so it's got the abilities of the Chrono Tank from the original Red Alert. There's going to be, okay, so first time playing Red Alert 2, so there's going to be a hell of a lot of things I need to learn. Some things are going to be pretty obvious, like these are obviously air defenses. Here's my construction yard, I'm pretty sure of it. What is this?
Was destroyed yesterday when the Navy SEALs used it for demolition practice. An engineer is en route to repair it. When he arrives, left-click on him to select him. Then left-click on the repair hut next to the bridge. Once the bridge is repaired, move your men across.
So we've got a new vehicle here, the Nighthawk Transport. Also the engineer. Oh, hang on. Here he is. Okay, we can repair bridges, more or less the same as Tiberian Sun here.
Bridge repaired.
Right, across the bridge then. Here's a barracks. Pretty straightforward. Let's go back to our base though. I'm still interested. Wow, I need to increase that scroll speed. What am I looking at here? This looks like an air structure. Air Force Command Headquarters. What is this? War factory. Okay, interesting. These are the power plants, I'm guessing. These are...
This is the shooting range. Select your men by drag selecting a box around the group. Once selected, left-click on the targets downrange. This will order your men to fire at these targets. Destroy all of the targets.
This is a great sounding song, I've got to be honest here. Got a whole new soundtrack to get into as well. Right then. Take care of these. Excellent.
Notice that one of your men has a special symbol on him when he's selected. This unit is a veteran unit. Veterans are tougher, stronger, and can fire more accurately than ordinary soldiers. Double-click on the man who is set up in a defensive position to order him to move out. Now, order your men to move on up the road.
New terrain discovered.
Excellent. Okay, let's head a little bit further north here. Yeah, so continuing on, looking at this, what was this thing in the end? Battle Lab, I wonder what that is. Maybe it looks like some sort of radar, so perhaps...
American Grizzly battle tank. Order your men to destroy the crippled tank.
Okay, I'm gonna do that, but if I don't do something else, a lot of people are gonna leave me a comment. Something I saw originally, more years ago, is there's actually a wee Easter egg in this level, so I'm going to quickly go and show you how to do that. So a little bit further to the west here, there's another destroyed bridge. We can, if we find another engineer, repair it ourselves. So that's our next objective, find that engineer. Okay, we've increased the game speed a little bit here. I'm going to destroy my own construction yard. I know that sounds mad, but it's what I need to do if I want to get... Let's see, hang on a second. Can I deploy these guys and then open fire? Yeah, they do a little bit more damage that way. Sorry, construction yard, but I need something from you. Destroying the construction yard is going to net me this guy here, another engineer, so I'm going to take him up and send him into that bridge. I need to increase that scroll speed, don't I? Let's send these guys up along with him. Up you come. It's really cool to see like the advancement of technology here with the kind of chrono shift ability being strapped onto just a run-of-the-mill harvester. I don't know if this is an upgraded harvester and the standard allied ones will have this ability or not. Something I'll need to learn. These in the end, they're prism towers. I'm presuming they are potentially an equivalent of the Tesla coils, but now in the allied faction. We'll wait and see. I've noticed this guy here got there a little bit quicker than all his friends, so obviously unit speed is something that gets increased as your units gain veterancy. Let's get across this bridge here and explore the other side, going a little bit deeper into this tutorial than perhaps expected. Hey, you're not supposed to be here. Right, let's head up the hill here, where I think, waiting for us, around somewhere, there it is, we have a Nighthawk transport, one of the things that we saw dropping in the engineer at the start. Let's get our guys in. I see loading still takes forever and an age. Okay, start exploring this area. And there we go, some cows around here. Right, let's head back and finish this level off. Take care of this grizzly. We'll see them in action before too long, the grizzlies. Okay, deal with them. Let's see if I can learn the controls. There we go. Open fire. Deal with this grizzly.
It takes your men longer to destroy the tank than the targets at the rifle range. Regular soldiers are not efficient at destroying armored units. In turn, armored units may not be the most effective weapons for destroying dug-in infantry. Pick the right unit when facing enemies. Good job today. You completed an important part of your training.
Mission accomplished.
Excellent. First tutorial mission completed. Okay, straight into the second tutorial mission then. We've got a funky song to play us through the intro here.
Today you will fight a mock battle against another commander. He will command the red team, you will command the blue team. Select your mobile construction vehicle by left-clicking on it, then order it to move out of the base. Move out to the east and try to find some open ground.
Okay, let's head over here then. Hang back a little bit. Actually, no, we'll roll forwards because there's ore around here and I can see some gems as well. This here is our little ore extractor. Oh look, you can actually see it in action there.
Your mobile construction vehicle is now in open ground. Double-click on it to deploy a construction yard.
Unit reporting.
New construction options.
Perfect. I can already hear a
Now
chrono.
that you have a construction yard, you can begin to build a base. On the right side of your screen, you can see that the icon for a power plant has appeared. Left-click on that icon to start construction of the power plant. Notice how your remaining money decreases while the power plant is building. Each building has a cost to construct. When the power plant is done building, left-click on its image, and then left-click on an empty area near your construction yard. If you see red squares where you are trying to place it, then you are either trying to place the power plant too far away from your construction yard, or you are trying to build on uneven ground.
Okay, nothing that we don't already know from playing 3 previous Command & Conquer titles. I noticed that the power plant's 800. That's an incredible cost. That's higher than any advanced power plant has ever been that I can remember. I'm trying to think what they are in previous games. But I did notice in that last base in the first tutorial that we only had like 2 or 3 power plants for quite a large base.
New construction options.
Right, what next then? Barracks or ore refinery?
Now your base has power. Notice the power indicator on the left side of your build bar. Each
There it is.
structure you build has a power cost. If your base runs short of power, some buildings will stop working and others will work inefficiently. Now it's time to build a refinery so you can begin harvesting. Ore and gems are harvested by your miners and converted to cash. Left-click on the ore refinery icon. When your refinery's ready, place it in the same way you did with the power plant.
Building.
Okay, so it's giving us 200 power. That's double what I'd expect from a typical power plant. I don't know if this is just for the tutorial or whether it's going to be the case with all, or whether it's faction specific. Maybe the Soviets have less useful power plants. We'll find out. But yeah, that's typically what I'd expect from an advanced power plant. Where can I squeeze this in? Nowhere good. I've maybe not deployed. Can you even get in here? What have I
Your new
done?
miner will automatically begin to collect ore. Many buildings and units depend on one another. Placing a power plant allowed you to build a refinery and barracks. Placing a barracks will allow you to train infantry. Left-click on the barracks to start its construction. When it's finished, place it on the terrain just like you did with the refinery and power plant.
Building.
So the barracks
New
is 200 more than I'd
options.
expect as well here.
Training.
Let's get some GIs down.
On the right-hand side of your screen, you should see a button that looks like a soldier. When you press that button, you will see the different types of soldiers that you can train. Right now, all you can train is a GI. Left-click on the GI to start training him. Left-click multiple times to train a series of GIs.
Unit ready.
Okay.
Unit
Again,
ready.
nothing we don't know from previous games. There's a useful crate up here. Let's grab one of
Crates can be
these.
collected for special bonuses. This one contains a cash bonus.
Excellent. Let's explore this area. I'm going to send this guy through the woods here to explore a little bit, because I happen to know there's a little secret over this way.
Red team may attack soon. Your GIs are armed with rubber bullets for this mission. In real combat, they would, of course, be shooting real
Vehicle
bullets.
ready. Ready to roll.
Okay, let's get a bunch of these. I'm going to send this guy into the wee outhouse here.
Now is not the time for potty breaks, Commander.
There we go.
Structure garrisoned. Structure abandoned.
Let's move up this way. Let's see what else I can
Unit
explore.
ready.
Is there an alternate way to advance here? Or just this one direction?
Yes, sir.
Let's move on. Hello, Cal.
On my way.
Your GIs can garrison inside many civilian structures. Select one of your GIs, then left-click on the barn to send him in. While garrisoned, your troops are protected from enemy fire. When the structure is severely damaged, all occupants will be ejected.
Okay, excellent.
Structure garrisoned.
Right, nothing else this way. I don't think this is a crossing here.
To exit your soldiers from a civilian structure, select the structure, then click on it again.
Okay. Deal with these attackers first.
Structure
Making
abandoned.
short work of them.
Red Team's strike force has been defeated. Now, build some more soldiers, Commander, and when you feel you're ready, move them out onto the map.
I'm ready.
Find Red Team's command center and destroy it.
No, no.
Training. Unit lost.
Deploy. There we go. Let's get some reinforcements up here.
Unit ready.
Got it. Squared away.
Okay, found their base.
Got it. On the move. Got it. Let's do it. Got it.
I'm worried about these guys. Let's regroup first here.
Can do it.
Training.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Engage this. Maybe I can lure some of them out of their base.
Guided.
No, they're playing very defensively here. Okay.
Moving out. Got it. Attacking. How about some
Unit ready.
Can you recall these guys? Yes, okay, you can. Good to know.
ready? You got it.
Unit lost.
Oh my god. Can this guy squish? Yes, they can.
On the move.
No.
How about some action? Moving out.
Run.
Unit ready.
Stay mobile.
Square the way. Check.
Deal with him. Quick. He's close to death. But so am I.
Unit promoted.
Can do. Moving out.
Excellent.
Can do. How about some action? Moving
Right,
out.
I need some reinforcements up here. I've taken out their money supply at
Unit
least.
ready.
Just like the early red alert levels as well. It's a pain trying to kill harvesters when you've only got, you know, basic riflemen to deal with them. Okay, I think this should be more than enough. We can totally overwhelm them now.
Ready. Double time.
Let's get up here. I need to learn the controls. What is select everyone on screen? We'll work that out another time. For now, let's advance.
Safety first, sir.
Oh, look at the range on that veteran there.
Double time.
Up here.
Digging in. You got
Let's get him.
Moving out. We're pinned down. Double time.
Yes, excellent. Right, make sure they can't build anyone else.
You got it. Digging in.
Let's go blasting through their base here.
Unit promoted.
Attacking.
Deal with this, make sure they can't replace anything.
How about some action?
It's only marginally more. Well, okay, maybe 2.5 times as fast. Make sure that engineer doesn't get away. Another guy who's promoted there.
On the move.
Looks like promotions work in the same way in Red Alert 2 as they did in Tiberian Somewhere. It's the guy who gets the last shot in who gets all the experience. Wow, okay, construction yards are stronger than these. Here we go, I think we're almost done.
Commander, you
Mission
defeated the
accomplished.
red team. Your basic training is complete.
Wonderful.
Mr. President, it's General Carville at the Pentagon on Line 5.
This is Dugan.
Mr. President, I'm afraid we have a heck of a situation down here.
How bad could it be, Ben?
According to NORAD, we've got Soviet aircraft coming at us from all directions and ground troops pushing up through Mexico. I don't know how they snuck in on us.
You better double check this with NORAD. This doesn't make any sense. I'll call the Kremlin.
Will do.
Da, Premier Romanov here.
What's going on over there, Alex?
Why, Mr. President, whatever do you mean?
Alex, I have, You're throwing everything you've got at us, Alex. We're supposed to be allies, you maniac. I'm the one that put you into office.
Listen very carefully. I am not your pet, Mr. President. We Romanovs have our legacy to consider.
I don't give a wooden nickel about your legacy. You call them off. Alex, you call them off. You know, we'll retaliate.
Oh, don't be so sure, Mr. President.
Sir,
Verification?
you betcha.
Sweet mother. It's time to hit back. Make it happen.
Yes, sir. This is General Carville. Soviet invasion confirmed. Execute launch order 010 Adam Delta Charlie.
Have confirmation. Missiles prime.
Armed!
Missile command.
10 seconds to launch. Open the missile silos. Jerry, what? We have to open the silos or they'll explode under... The silo doors are closed. This is suicide.
Is it done, Yuri?
No, Comrade Premier. It has only begun.